If you're thinking about starting a business, right, and you're like, oh, but it's not going to be for another year or two, open the LLC today.
Yeah.
Even if it just sits there and you do nothing with it,
Right.
it's going to work to your benefit come down the road.
I am an illusionist who works parties and small events.
Oh.
I'm having trouble finding new clients. What platforms should I be using in 2026 to find new work?
You know your business is taking off when you're starting to look for experts. When you're hiring that one guy that can't help you with the website, but can he optimize that AdWords campaign?
Yeah.
Absolutely yes.
Right. Hey, Gummy, I'm back in the Philly area.
I can see that.
I'm in the podcast studio.
I know.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another wonderful episode of Start It or Scrap It. This is the business podcast for people that are looking to start a business or are running a business and have questions.
Or have an idea.
Or have an idea for a business, et cetera, want to see if it's viable. I'm Mike Turkanian.
And I'm Gummy.
And we're here today to help answer your questions about your legal and marketing.
Oh, you're going to take legal questions?
I always take legal questions. I just give friendly advice, not legal advice.
Okay.
But it's basically any questions about operating and running a business. So if you have questions, we are live on TikTok. Hello, TikTok, everybody out there. We're live on TikTok, and then we also go over to Reddit, and we take a look at some questions on Reddit for people that have questions as well. And we try to answer your questions live on air and get you some, we call it advice.
Yes.
It may not be the best advice. Hopefully it's good advice.
Sometimes it's questionable.
Sometimes it's very good advice.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's
Sometimes
questionable.
it's questionable, but it's advice nonetheless.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can help you out. So if you do have questions, please put them into the comments on TikTok in our TikTok stream, and we would love to get them on the podcast today.
I'm all messed up because we're normally doing this.
We normally do this Wednesday at 11:30.
I know.
It's Tuesday at 12.
It's a little
backwards.
I'm all messed up.
It's all messed up,
Yeah.
but that's okay. We're still here.
Yeah.
We're happy, and maybe there's a whole new audience out there today we're not aware of. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll
I
see
still
what's
said
going
we
on.
should have done it Thursday because then we have a dedicated
On Christmas? We'll do it on Christmas
That
Day.
would be dedication.
And then on New Year's Day, the
Yeah.
next one?
Yeah.
It'd be great. So, am I good here? Yeah, okay, I'm good. Just making sure I'm not on mute. I did that once before.
I know you did. You
So
like-
how have you been, man? It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. We went to the game last night.
I was going to say
It's been less than 12 hours.
Yes.
No, Gubby and I went to the Flyers game last night.
I've seen you more than my wife in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, right? So no, we had a good time last night, and that was a great game. There's 5 goals against the Canucks. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a good game.
That was a good game. The one empty netter, but still 5 goals, and then Canucks scored 2. One at the very end with like 17 seconds left. They had to get that goal in.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But it was a lot of fun, that game. Although the first period was back and forth, nothing. The Flyers had a billion chances, but didn't do anything.
No, it was overall a really good game.
Yeah, it was a strong defensive game at first.
Yeah.
And then I guess they just opened the door at some point.
Once it opens, once one team scores, it changes how the other one.
And
has
that
to
still
play.
wasn't until about halfway through the second, right?
Correct.
The first goal.
Yeah.
So, but that was a lot of fun being at the game. So, what's been going on in your world, man? What's up in the business world?
Not much.
Yeah.
It's the time of year where nobody wants to talk to me. And then come January,
Everybody wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's right now everybody's in the
Holiday.
holiday, and then when they hit January, start looking at their numbers. They realize they may not have hit their numbers.
Right.
They start planning the year, and then it's like, well, maybe this year we should do some marketing. So I start getting phone calls. Let me see. It's going to be, what is it? January 6th is like the first Monday.
Yeah.
January
5th. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll start getting called towards the end of that week.
Oh, okay.
And that will continue through January into tax season,
Mm-hmm.
and then nothing during tax season, and then starting back up in the spring. And then when schools are off, I might as well just go on a 2-month vacation.
I hear that.
Well, a lot of it has to do with because of the clientele we have.
Yeah, sure.
So a lot of them, I call them lifestyle businesses, where they work nominally during the summer because they're taking care of kids and stuff like that. So
Right.
they're prioritizing lifestyle in the summer and then work in the winter.
Oh, okay.
That's a handful of my clients are like that. So I don't hear from a bunch of them like beginning of June through end of August.
I would say August is kind of slow for the legal side. Beginning of summer is actually pretty busy because a
Mhm.
lot of people are, now that their kids are out of school, right? A lot of think of the life transition.
Mhm.
Kids have graduated high school or college. The parents now are reconsidering their lives, and sometimes they want to start businesses,
Yep.
right? So I do get a lot of new startup businesses, usually at the beginning of the year and right as school ends,
Yep.
or sometimes school begins. But usually August is a lot slower.
Yep. So we start getting the calls mid-September, end of September
Yeah.
through October.
Once the business is started, now they need the
Correct.
marketing arm.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a cycle. I mean, and the cool thing is like we used to be like clockwork. Like we could budget around it, we could schedule staff around it.
Right.
It was great. And then as we've grown, we're getting a lot more of like the slightly bigger entities,
Hmm.
and for them it doesn't matter whether it's June or
Sure.
October, they're still going at it full steam. But even like some of the solopreneurs that I work for that are like, hey, let's do the social media stuff. And we start telling them, hey, you need to start double up on your recordings in April.
Mm.
So April and May, we need double recordings. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because you're going to start missing a lot of your
Yeah.
deadlines in
No
July,
kidding.
June, July. And they never believe us. And
And sure
inevitably what
enough, yeah.
happens? They end up missing, 2 or 3 videos that we were supposed to get.
No,
But
and that's what and that's why you're the expert.
well,
That's why they should be
it's
listening to you.
well, it's just, you start seeing patterns after having done this for a while,
Right.
right? And the longer you're in business, the more patterns you start seeing. Like, I'll give you an example on our blueprinting site. I know October before a presidential election, we're going to be slow,
Mhm.
right? It doesn't matter who is most likely to win, who is most likely to lose. We just know that it is going to be slower while that doubt is in place, which administration is going to be
Sure,
taking
of
over.
course.
And then that can vary even more depending on which candidates are running and who's considered the front runner. I mean, over the last 16 years, we've seen these patterns like clockwork.
Jeez.
Like I can almost tell you the date it
Yeah,
slows down.
right. Something that happened to me this week is kind of in line with what we're talking about, especially with people starting new businesses and such. Um, One thing that not a lot of people, one thing that people occasionally get, business owners, is they get what are called dormant businesses, dormant entities, where they started an LLC maybe 5 years
Mhm.
ago and they just let it sit, right?
Yep.
Because in Pennsylvania, until this year, you never had to file an annual report or anything like that. But even still, it's $7. Who cares? But you never really had to file an annual report, so people would have these dormant businesses that just did nothing,
I
right?
have one.
You have one, right? I probably have about 8 of them, right? Um, and I have had a client reach out this week and say, "Hey, I don't know if you remember, but you started this business for me back in 2016 or something
Mhm.
like that, and I never used it. And now I want to get back in business, and can I use that LLC? Absolutely.
Yeah.
The answer is absolutely you can,
Oh yeah.
right? And that's one of the things that people don't realize is if you have a dormant entity that you haven't been using, sometimes it's not worth it to shut it down.
No.
Leave it open,
Yeah.
right? Some states have annual fees. The annual fee might be $30 a year, $50 a
Doesn't
year.
matter.
It really is. That's not that big a deal.
The cool thing about that is this is the reason I actually set up that LLC
Yeah.
is if you have an LLC that was set up more 2+ years ago, the banks actually treat you differently. The
Yeah.
credit card
Right.
companies treat you differently. Whether
Even though you did nothing with
whether
it.
the company did
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
at all, but
Yeah.
as long as it was around for
Yep.
at least 2 years, you fall under different rules for stuff.
Exactly.
So like I tell people frequently, like if you're thinking about starting a business, right? And you're like, oh, but it's not going to be for another year or two. Open the LLC today.
Yeah.
Even if it just sits there and you do nothing with it,
Right.
it's going to work to your benefit come down the road.
Yeah.
When you're ready to start, the fact that it's a year or 2 years old is a huge benefit.
It is. And again, the given forget about the annual reports again because
Mhm.
those fees are negligible. It's just good to have it in your back pocket in case you ever need it.
Yeah.
All right. It's good to have something like that because you never know. Like, you know what? I have an opportunity that I'm getting into next week, I can run it through that LLC now.
Yes.
I don't have to do it personally. I can run it through my LLC if I need to.
Yeah. And there's also certain things you could run. You can utilize the LLC for that the LLC never gets registered for.
Right.
So like I found out when we bought the last house, I was going to Home Depot every day.
Yeah.
And there was a lady at the register that I had just seen her like 3 days in a row. And she goes, "Do you happen to have like a LLC or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Well, as long as you have an LLC, you can go shop and in the contractor department. You just need to be set up.
Yeah.
And then anything you buy over, I forget what the amount is, you can put that stuff through our bid room." And I was like, "Huh?" She's like, "Yeah, just go talk to the guys over there, give them your business name. They'll
See
get
that?
you set up with an account." So when we renovated the house, when we did the big shopping day before the contractor came in, where I went and bought almost all the supplies, it was $30,000 worth of supplies.
Wow.
I ended up paying $21,000 for it
There you go.
because it went through the contractor bid
And all
room.
because you had a dormant LLC.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that? So there you go. Keep your LLCs. Keep your LLCs.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a question from Cotton Ryan, who says, "How do I get into the fast food industry? I want to try and produce and deliver pizzas in under 30 minutes, like the old days."
Oh, old
Ooh,
Domino's.
Domino's.
So before you do that, look
There's a
up
whole
why,
movie about that.
yeah, look up why Domino's stopped.
This time, much safer message, pre-baking pizzas and even sending drivers with hot, fresh pizza to hot zones to be ready for a quick call.
Oh, so like a mix between Little Caesars and Domino's.
Little Caesars. Remember
Yeah.
Little Caesars, the two pizzas?
Dude, I still
I
get,
grew up in Little Caesars.
if I drive by a Little Caesars, I'm tempted to stop every time.
Oh, Little Caesars is great.
And then I remember what they taste like.
It's not great, but it's nostalgic.
It's nostalgic. I'll give you nostalgic. Great. Mm.
Yeah, but it was so, I don't know. When I was younger, it was so good. But having it as an adult,
Yeah.
nothing against Little C's, man, but it's not the same.
No.
So anyway, all right. So how does Ryan get started in the fast food industry? Gummy, this is your world.
Start by making a decent product.
Okay, make a good pizza.
Decent pizza. Doesn't have to be good. Yeah,
I think it needs to be good.
I don't think it needs to be good.
Okay,
Little
it can't be
Caesars,
cardboard.
Little Caesars, Domino's, Papa John's.
Yeah, but those are huge names.
Correct. But they're all examples of pizzas that were never really, I mean, Pizza Hut was okay pizza at one point.
When?
Back in like the 90s.
Okay, sure.
But it has to be a decent enough product, right?
Okay.
Like it doesn't have to be the best pizza they ever had, but it has to be decent enough that if they're on a Thursday night, last minute, they come home with the kids and they go, "Man, we need a pizza and we need it now," that it's good enough for that.
Okay,
right?
sure.
Because that's the market you're catering to. You're catering to the last minute, "I forgot dinner, I need food here fast,"
Okay.
right? Or you're targeting they came home a little inebriated and there's no snacks in the house,
Right.
and they want food there fast. Quality of pizza or flavor is not the top priority. It's
Right.
getting it there fast,
Yeah.
right? And especially if you're pre-baking stuff and you're sending it out, you're going to be looking at ingredients like artificial mozzarella cheese, right? That you mix in with the regular cheese,
Right.
Which, by the way, tastes great and makes the pizza look a lot better.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah, like when I had the pizza shop, we used to actually mix in, it was like 1 pound to every 4 pound of cheese,
Okay.
because otherwise the pizzas just didn't look as good.
Well, so the artificial cheese made it look better.
Yeah.
Taste better?
Doesn't really alter the
Negligible.
flavor a ton. I think it improves the natural cheese flavor.
Mhm.
Other people think it tastes fake.
Takes away
Like
from
it's a taste thing, right?
Yeah.
But I think the key here is going to be finding technology that keeps the pizzas warm,
Right.
right? Because yes, you can use a hot box, but the downside with a hot box is it generates steam.
Yeah.
Steam and bread are not friends.
No.
Steam and cheese are not friends. Same thing with the bags. They generate steam, which is why like you put them in last minute. They're not designed for more than 10, 15 minutes, and then they start.
Don't they have like vans now, like the smaller vans with like
Yeah.
the pizza racks or hot racks,
Yeah,
right?
so I'm not.
Those like an oven.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're actually ovens or hot racks. I think
They're probably hot racks.
I would hope so. I mean, they could honestly just be heating boxes,
Yeah.
right? But you're going to need something that keeps it warmer for longer if you're doing the 30 minutes pre-baked, sending them out.
So the 30-minute thing's the thing about that as a business owner, I'd be concerned about because people are going to take advantage of that, man. And I'm telling you at 30, here's the problem. At 29 minutes, people are going to complain and they're going to say, oh, it was 30 minutes. No, it's 20. No, not when I call. Look at my phone. What's your delivery guy going to do? You know? And then at 31 minutes, they're
that's
all
why
over
you
you.
need a good system that logs
you need a really
like
good
the
system.
actual time. So is it
Whose time now?
Is it 30 minutes from the time that
My watch says
no, but if you have an app that logs it, right?
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
true.
in the delivery app, and because all of this is trackable now, right? Like someone calls, you log it in a system, and it literally has a countdown timer, right?
And it's all
Now here's
Yeah.
the question: do you count the 30 minutes from the time the phone's answered, or from the time you hang up?
I would say from the time the order button is hit.
Okay.
Because if you're doing this on an app anyway, you're probably not calling on the phone. You're probably doing it through an app.
But what if it's a call? Is it at the end of the call? Is it at the start of call?
Here's the problem. If it's a call, how's it through the app then?
Well, because we can track calls coming in. So you call, I still have to enter your order into a system.
Yeah.
So is it the moment I push place order?
I got that, but how does that then go back to my phone for the app to let me know?
You as the user, it goes to the delivery guy.
No, okay, I see what you're saying.
So if you argue with the delivery guy, he can pull up the app and go, no, your order was placed at 11:27 and 38 seconds. We're here 9 seconds early. Right?
There's logistical issues that have to get figured out.
I mean, I'm just not a fan of the whole 30 minutes or less. Like,
yeah, that bothers me.
Look up, why did Domino's stop it? Like that I'm genuinely curious about.
No, it's good. I will in a second. But Cotton Ryan follows up with he's working on a patented portable steamer that keeps the pizza near fresh, still in the works, but a goal of mine. Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Anything that you can patent is always a good thing.
Yes. There might be more money in that patent than there is in the actual pizzas.
It's very true. So you keep talking. I'm going to look this up.
But yeah, I mean, if that's if he found the answer to how to keep pizzas warm longer without tasting horrible, and if you go with the Little Caesar model that you only have like 3 or 4 options available, which are the most best-selling options, then it's a lot of accidents, weren't there?
Okay, so according to Google, have you heard of Google?
Once or twice.
It's a search engine thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Domino's stopped its 30 minutes or less guarantee in 1993.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that long
ago.
Primarily due to safety concerns and major lawsuits stemming from accidents caused by drivers speeding to meet the deadline, including a significant $79 million jury award in a St. Louis case.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's I can see that being an issue.
Once again, if you go with the Little Caesar model,
2 pizzas?
Where
2 pizzas?
No, where you have pre-made pizzas on a car.
Yeah.
And it's now just the drive time, right? Because a pizza, I think, takes 4.5 minutes to go through the oven.
Is that all?
On a conveyor oven, yeah. Because they're running like 480 degrees, 500 and somewhat, Celsius, so it's even hotter. But if you solve the problem of not having the wait time for someone to flatten the dough and make the pizza and put it through the oven,
right,
you've gotten 30% of your time back, right? So now it's just a question of, in what area can I have a vehicle where the furthest point that they have to drive
20 minutes
is 20 odd minutes, right?
Yeah.
Like 22 minutes, assuming he's in the middle of a delivery and he gets back to the vehicle. The next delivery cannot be more than 25 minutes from where he is, right?
It's a logistical issue that can be solved by software.
Correct. I mean, it's intertwining, Waze and Google Maps and all that stuff.
So MT Bobby has a comment for you, Mr. Ryan. Says, I don't think anyone expects it in 30 minutes anymore. Mm-hmm. You're a small business. You don't need to compete with 30 minutes or less. I think it's trying to win on every front. Only certain pizza 30 minutes or less, and not a franchise. Don't think that's a smart way to proceed.
Yeah. So yes and no. Once again, if you go with the Little Caesar model, where it's plain pepperoni and they're pre-baked and they're basically driving around in a car,
Yeah.
you can
You can do
compete
this.
on the speed
But do
thing,
you
right?
need to? As I think that's the point Bobby's making here. Is like, do you really even need to do
Well,
that?
then what makes you different? Because now if
So here's what I would say,
Mhm.
honestly, and maybe it's just our area. I don't know. I order anything, it's an hour, and it doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's fast food. I mean,
Right.
like if I order it to be delivered,
Right.
right? It's an hour,
Which is why I stopped ordering food altogether.
right? So without a guarantee, if you just make your product a product that gets there sooner, doesn't have to be within 30 minutes, but it gets
Correct.
there 35 minutes, 40
Yeah,
minutes,
yeah.
20 minutes in some cases,
I think
then
essentially,
that itself could be
correct.
the reason why
So,
people are ordering from
like,
you.
I think essentially that the 30-minute guarantee is not needed. But if you have that, just like if you go to a Burger King or McDonald's, the moment you place your order, it goes on a timer,
Right.
and they monitor how long it takes for you
Yeah.
to get your food, right?
Right.
Because the expectation level is you have your food within a certain amount of time.
Correct.
So that is one of the things that he could simply do is internally, the goal is 30 minutes or less. And that's how you design everything is our goal is to get it to them within 30 minutes.
Yeah.
If it then happens to be 36, it's no free pizza, none of that. And then people start getting used to the fact that, wait a minute, why don't we go with the fast guys? Right? Why don't we go with the ones that get it here quicker because the kids are screaming?
Yeah. Right.
Right?
Right.
So yeah, I like this idea, and I like the fact that he started with technology on how do I keep pre-baked pizzas warmer longer.
Right.
That is really that's the key to making this work, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And Bobby follows up. Thank Bobby, by the way. Thank you for participating today. We really appreciate it. Says, good point. Why do people quit ordering out? Is it the time or is it the cost of delivery?
It's
Well,
both.
probably both,
Yeah.
right? Even when DoorDash gives free delivery, it's still an hour and 15 minutes for the food. I might as well just drive there and get it in 15.
I might as well cook.
I might as well cook, right?
Like I tell my wife that all the time. She's like, "Hey, do you want to order
But
food?"
sometimes you need that specific food from that specific restaurant. There's
I
nothing quite like it.
I
No.
don't.
You're a chef. You
Yeah,
can make that. I
correct.
can't do that.
But like, it's funny because I look at it and I go, "There's almost nothing that takes longer to cook than 30 minutes."
In some cases.
There's
In most
almost
In
nothing
most cases.
that-
Some of the stuff I like.
that takes more than 30 minutes to cook, right? Are there like barbecue? Yes, it takes longer.
Good barbecue anyway.
Correct. Slow cooked pork. Yes.
Mm.
Most other things are, there's a
Yeah,
reason
you
they're
can cook pretty quick.
correct. So like for my household, it's like, well, why are we paying twice for the food that I can cook and we can have it twice as fast?
Yeah.
Right? Like how long does it take for my deep fryer to warm up? 11 minutes.
Yeah.
It's at full temp, right?
Yeah.
Which means I can have chicken nuggets and fries ready in under 20 minutes.
Actually, I'll give you a perfect example. The other day, when I came back to the area on Saturday, right? And when I got home, all I wanted, don't ask me why, is I wanted tater tots. I wanted tater tots so bad. And I'm at the house and I was being told that there were tater tots in the freezer. And we just put them in the air fryer. There were no tater tots in the freezer. I was so disappointed. So I had two choices. I could order them from the place down the street, or I could run to the store and get them.
Mhm.
And when I went online to order them, they were going to be like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Faster going to the store.
It's going to run to Wegmans,
Yep.
pick them up, and within like 25 minutes, I was eating tater tots.
Yeah.
So good too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I was so craving them.
But to his question, I think what he's working on, I personally love the idea.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's cool. It's a good idea.
It's like the ice cream truck, except it's pizza.
Right.
Right. Because you could even, I know this is going to sound dumb, but you could put a bell on the damn truck and have it drive through neighborhoods, and I could run out and grab a pizza.
Hey, let me tell you something. So, in the summer, one of my vices is wineries. I love going to wineries, and there's a winery in the Poconos called Blue Ridge, and they have a pizza truck. It's not part of Blue Ridge, but there's a pizza truck that comes out there.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That is some of the best pizza I've ever had. Off of, and that's off of a food truck. It was unbelievably good.
As long as they have a decent oven, they can make good food,
Yeah,
right?
and
Like,
it's wood burned, and it's so good.
yeah, because
So good.
it's a food truck is just a kitchen on wheels.
I know, but still, you wouldn't think that some of the best food you have comes out of. But there are some places like
Dude,
in Center City, Philadelphia,
the lobster
the
roll
food
guy,
truck. Oh, the Cousins of Maine. Cousins of Maine.
right?
The only thing better is actually being in Maine,
Yeah.
which I've been, and the food there, the lobster pounds are so good. All right, you're gonna laugh at this.
So Bobby says in Germany we had a guy drive through the neighborhood with donuts and bread, same as an ice cream truck.
Love it.
I love it.
I would buy in a heartbeat.
Dude, if
I love
on
it.
a Sunday morning, if they drive by and they have fresh bread on
Give
that
me
truck,
a fresh baguette.
oh, I will run out in my underwear.
Yeah,
Like,
so good. So some of my favorite pizza, probably not today because I haven't had it in a long time, but when I was younger, and I'm talking like my 20s, right? Not a kid. Some of my favorite pizza. I'm gonna give you one guess, and I'll tell you, probably not going to get it. It is from a chain, but it's not from a chain that you would associate with like a pizza place chain.
but it's a slice of pizza.
Oh, they don't do slices; they do whole pizzas.
They do whole pizzas.
Yeah.
A chain that's not a pizza place, but you can get pizza there.
Yes.
Pizza or flatbread?
Pizza. Oh, pizza, like
Oh,
pizza.
like pizza.
And they advertise pizza too, but it's so much more than that. It was Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh yeah.
Because I used to work there when I was 16.
Yeah.
And my friends and I all fell in love with the pizza.
Once again,
it was so good.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza is nothing special, right?
But it was so good.
Yeah, no.
Even to this day, I still think about how good that pizza was. I'm sure if I had it now, I'd be like,
you could totally pull off what this guy's doing, put it on the truck, drive through neighborhoods, sell it directly off the truck, and allow people to order it.
Yeah.
And if it's decent, it doesn't have to be great.
No, as long as it's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like this idea.
So
I am 100% behind this idea.
All right, so Cotton Ryan, we love your idea. I'd like to know more about the patent too. That's kind of cool. When that gets done, because obviously you don't want to tell anybody about it now. But when that gets done,
did you know that's always been a challenge for pizza is finding a device that can keep the pizza
warm without ruining
it.
Yeah, I know. Because pizza's a special thing.
It is, yes.
So, and Bobby, thank you so much for all your comments on this as well. So Ryan, we're pulling for you, man. We want to see your idea working. If you're in the Philadelphia area, send some over. We'd love to try it.
I'll buy one right now if you drive by. I haven't had breakfast or lunch today.
Neither have I. Nothing yet. So if you're watching live on TikTok, by all means, send in.
Think about that market.
What?
Driving through corporate centers and office buildings during lunch.
Yeah.
Do you guys want pizza? Yeah. Let me go grab a couple. Right? Like,
sure.
Totally.
No, absolutely. There's lots of those out here.
Yeah.
Too.
Everywhere.
As I was saying, if you're on TikTok watching us live, please put your comments or questions into the comments section, and we would love to get to your questions live on the air today.
It's a food truck with
show. Is it over the air? No, it's on.
Is it over the air?
Well,
it's on Wi-Fi.
It's on Wi-Fi. It's over the air. So we do have something from Andrew here. Andrew 341 says, "I want to revolutionize textbooks by adding visual elements that aid the readings. We will hire professors and teachers to provide lessons performed for our video vault." I don't know if I fully understand what he's saying. Do you?
No.
Andrew, sounds intriguing. Could you give us a little more information on what you're trying to do?
Read that one more time.
Sure. I want to revolutionize textbooks by adding visual elements that aid the readings. We will hire professors and teachers to provide lessons for our video vault.
So I think it's like the kids' books.
Okay.
So you read something, and then there's like a little
to explain it.
Yes.
Explainer. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
If I'm understanding it correctly. Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Yes. But it's
because this is specifically for textbooks, right? So for education and things like that.
So you got to remember, like, not everybody learns the same way, right? Like for some people,
think textbooks, but for children and teens enamored by YouTube.
Yep. Right. So I kind of like this idea because I've seen like elements of it. It's not like you read 5 paragraphs and then there's a video explanation. It's more like there's a video that goes with a chapter.
Yeah, right. No, it makes perfect sense now. I like it.
That kind of explains differently what you were just reading, right? So like I am horrible at recalling all the stuff that I've read, but if I've heard it in conversation and stuff, my sister's horrendous with this. She can, when she said, "Well, you told me that once." I don't even argue with her anymore because she'll say, "No, it was January 17th, 2011, and then this is the sentence you said after." And I'm like, "What?"
Just
And
with eidetic memories. Yeah,
for auditory, she cannot remember anything she read,
that's funny.
right? And same thing, I'm like a mix of both, but I prefer hearing it
Mhm.
over reading it. I can recall both, but what I heard, I recall easier.
Yeah.
So like I totally love this idea. And in fact, my brother's a teacher, and he said one of the things he started doing a lot is when he's teaching the kids, if they're not understanding how he's explaining it,
Mhm.
he helps them find YouTube videos of someone that explains it differently,
Okay.
right? And he's like, it has been such a tremendous help because I can only find so many ways to explain something. And he's like, if I run out of ways to explain it, I've given up on that kid
Sure.
understanding,
No, that
right?
makes sense.
So he actively encourages them that if there is something you do not understand, if I've explained it to you and you are still not fully comprehending it, go look for alternatives.
Right.
So I think like if you want to take this a level up, you could have two different explanations for the same thing. So explained in two different ways.
Right.
So you have the reading and then two different, maybe an audio version and a video version,
I like that.
right?
Yeah.
Because some people may just need to hear it.
Well, think of a math book,
Yeah.
right? You're trying to understand a certain formula in calculus or something
Yeah.
like that, or heck, algebra, just something basic, right?
Yeah.
And you're having trouble, difficulty understanding something.
It kind of,
That'd be kind of cool.
it's
I like this.
it's one of those where it's um, like where's you could even take this a step further and put it into all kinds of stuff. Like I love the textbook idea, but like imagine a restaurant
Mhm.
where you're reading what a menu item is, and
Yes.
and you could just like
Scan a QR code or
yeah,
something.
correct, and or push a button on a tablet and it brings up, oh, here are the ingredients in the dish. Here's the allergic
Mhm. The allergies
warnings.
or whatever. Yeah.
Correct. Like I think this is going to be a more and more used type of tool where we are taking one form of text and giving you an option to, I mean, not to talk about even like things like ADA compliance, right? Like
Right.
this could be something that once the technology rolls out could be made mandatory, right?
Yeah.
Like I really like this. Like I would love to be able to just scan and find out
I knew that was coming. I
what
saw it. I saw it this time.
what the actual ingredients are. Like I know it's iced tea and lemonade, right? Like,
Mhm.
but what kind of tea is it?
Is it green?
Is it green?
Is it
Is it
black?
black?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is it?
it,
What is it, gummy?
I'm not sure. I've
Oh.
never looked it up,
Oh.
but it would still be one of those cool things. And the reason I brought that up is because one of my web developers just moved to Spain,
Uh-huh.
and we were doing a website for a restaurant client of ours. And he messaged me back and he goes, "Where are all the allergy warnings?"
Mm.
I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, here in Spain, they have to have their specific labels now that have to go underneath the menu item
Yep.
that specify whether it's gluten-free, whether
Wow.
it's nuts, whether it's," and he's like, "You guys don't have that?" And I'm like, no, we're more of a fend for yourself and find out.
Mess around and find out.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
But like there's so many uses for the technology behind this. But I really love the idea with the textbooks because like when my wife was in school, she would read something and then she would look at me and go, "What does this mean?"
Mm.
And I would explain it to her in different terms, right?
Right.
So, and a lot of times she would go, "Oh, that's what they mean," right? But think about how many people are reading a textbook and still are not
Yeah.
fully comprehending it just because it's only being explained one way.
In one way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, you're absolutely right. And so, and this could extend, like you said, to a lot of different things. I mean, so I'm curious, Andrew, are you talking about physical textbooks, digital textbooks? Obviously, it could be both. I like the idea in a physical textbook having next to it a QR code where you can scan with an explainer,
Yeah.
and obviously in the digital, hit a button and it will take you.
What's funny is like my daughter with math,
Mhm.
right? She's kind of like me that she doesn't need all the steps. She just kind of sees the answer.
Yep.
But if you give her a word question, right? That, Johnny had 5
Mhm.
apples, blah, 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 blah. And she has to read it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say more than half the time she gets it wrong.
Mm,
If I read her the question, she gets it right almost every time.
I see.
So if she hears it and can absorb it, she understands what the question is. When
But she has
she's
to read it
reading it,
with
she
comprehension.
just doesn't comprehend what they're
Yeah.
saying. So I like, even on testing, that would be, yeah.
Interesting. So, Andrew, it's a cool idea. It really is neat. I'm sure there's something like that out there currently, but I'd like to see
Correct,
where this
but I don't
goes.
think there is anything specifically for textbooks, though.
No, there's not. So, not that I'm aware of. Years ago, we did. I can't remember the name of the magazine, but one of our clients was a really big magazine,
Mhm.
and it was for doctors. It was a medical magazine,
Okay.
and for every article at the bottom they would have a link
Yeah.
that you could go to get more information about the products in the article
Mhm.
and everything that was talked about in the article, the research, et cetera, et cetera. So now it's a little bit different than this, but still it's kind of cool. So
Yeah.
you'd be on the website, you'd read the article, and you could click the link that would take you somewhere else where it would give you all the information
Yeah.
about the stuff that you read in the article.
Yeah, and this one,
Kind of neat.
once again, because this one could be really simple. It could be audio, visual,
Yeah.
right? Like that,
Yeah.
and you could limit it that it's only available on digital versions of a book to start, right? Because then you don't have to deal with the QR generation and all that stuff to test it. Because there's a bunch of people that still buy digital books, especially textbooks that are available. Um, and I've seen like when my wife had to buy certain textbooks, they were literally just PDFs that she had to buy. And all of that stuff could have easily been embedded into there. Like I like this idea a lot.
Yeah. It's kind of
I
cool.
like catering to different types of learning.
Yeah. So Andrew, good one. I like this.
Mhm.
We're 2 for 2 for today.
I know.
Yeah, 2 good ones, 2 good ideas.
Someone needs to come up with a horrible idea like picking up dog poop.
I want a pizza now.
I do too.
I want a pizza and a textbook to read.
Yeah, I might go from here to BJ's to a pizza shop.
Yeah, right. So, Andrew, thank you for that. And if you are live on TikTok watching, you are more than welcome to drop your comments or questions into the comment section.
Bobby says it's a fantastic of an idea for visual learners, written words learners. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, if you have questions or comments, put them into the comment section, and we'd love to discuss them live on the podcast today. Until then, we are going to go over to Reddit and see what's going on there.
Oh,
What?
we haven't seen Mother in 2 episodes.
Well, but Mother logs in usually on Wednesday when we
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
do
yeah.
our
But
podcast. So
but
she doesn't know
if
we're here today.
if she isn't here next week either, that will have given her a month to think about questions.
That's true. We'll have a lot. We're gonna have a lot. Yeah,
It's
No,
going to
she's
be some
great.
tough ones too.
She's great. All right, let's see. Okay, so we are in the business ideas subreddit. This
Okay.
is from OKGlass6081, who says, "Rate my startup and help me get users." Sure, why not?
And help you get users.
Why not?
Okay.
I'm building a website that allows a user to submit a review for a school, allows users to give quizzes and win real prizes, cash and points, or points that can be converted into cash. Currently, I am funding everything. The users count is around 50 until now. The main goal is to actually analyze the school's performance based on student performance using quizzes in the school. Currently, I have certain quizzes, around 500, that different users can give, but in the future, I will be hosting Olympiad-like quizzes on town, city, state level to actually perform school analytics. The website also provides a feature where the school can opt in for a subdomain in my actual domain, something like abc.whatever.com. If they want to, and they will have full customization on the content for their details page. Okay, so basically, it is a a series of quizzes and such to determine if the school is performing well, is what it sounds like.
So it's above and beyond standardized testing that we use. It's
Well, standardized testing doesn't teach anything.
no, but that's the standards that they use when they're
and you get no information out of it.
correct.
You get no information out of it.
So this could allow you to customize what do you want to test the school for?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to test for common sense? Are they teaching common
They
sense
teach
at the
that?
school?
I don't think they teach that. No, it's a problem for me with standardized tests, honestly, is year over year over year, those tests cater to the lesser and lesser intelligence. It's true. It is a way to make sure everybody passes the test, is what I've seen more and more.
So yeah, the problem comes in that they're teaching to the standardized test.
Thank you. That's a better way of saying it.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, they're teaching to the test.
Yes.
Right. They're not
And
teaching, they're teaching to the test.
In the US, that has been a known problem ever since No Child Left Behind was put in place.
Right.
Like, great idea, great concept.
Yeah.
Just didn't turn out the way people had hoped. Right?
Yeah, it doesn't work out the way
that's not uncommon. That's the business world, that's government. Like, we come up with a great idea and we start implementing it, and then something we didn't foresee happens because it was implemented in a different way that we had foreseen. Right. Yeah. I don't know. The question is, who is ultimately the end user that would pay for that information?
The school, I would think.
But do they care if it's standardized testing and that's all the criteria they have to meet?
Well, yes. Well, charters. Think about charter schools. Think about private schools. Yes, they absolutely want to know those types of things. The public schools, maybe not, because you're right. All they care about is, did the state approve their standardized test scores? That's all that really matters.
Right.
But for a charter or a private school, yeah, they need to be able to show that, look at what our kids are doing here.
That could also be on college level then.
Yeah, you're right. It's maybe on college level. Yeah.
Basically, anyone that you're trying to separate from their money for the education, it could.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true, because that's what parents care about. Are my kids going to get a good education? And if they are, if I'm going to pay for it, they better, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that I can absolutely see this being useful for private schools.
Yeah.
Because how else do you judge it? They have their marketing material. 95% of our kids go on to college.
Yeah.
What does that really mean?
It doesn't mean a lot.
Sometimes it doesn't.
If 90% of those kids then drop out of college,
right?
Like that's
What I'm doing is, we went to college, stayed for 4 years, got scholarships, right? Got good jobs afterwards.
Yeah, this could be an interesting. It's almost like it's reviews, but it's fact-based reviews, because no, we had 100 students take the test and this was the average.
Right.
Like, this was the high, this was the low, this was the median. It could be interesting.
Yeah. It's definitely, I think it's an interesting idea.
It's catering to a very specific community, but there's plenty of stuff out there that does that.
Since he has 50 users.
Right. So that could be 50 schools.
Could be. It sounds like a lot, though, for just starting out. 50 schools sounds like a lot.
If you get it doesn't really sound like a lot. Let's say, I'll take an example. If I come up with a system for a daycare, and I get Goddard on board, I can say I have 200 users.
But this says, okay, so let me reread this to you.
Okay.
Can you see this? You can't see this, right? You know the screen in front of you. I'm building a website that allows users to submit reviews for a school, allows users to give quizzes and win real prizes, cash, and points. The main goal is to actually analyze the school performance based on student performance using quizzes in that school. So the users aren't the schools; they are the students. What?
Guess who just joined TikTok?
Who do we got? Mom?
Yeah.
Mother's here? Yes.
We were just talking about her.
talking about you. Amazing. I love it. You found us. Oh, drat.
On a Tuesday. And she's
welcome, Mother.
She's had 2 weeks to think about questions.
I love it. It's great. So anyway, it looks like the students and parents are probably the users.
Okay.
And then the students will take the quizzes. What school did you go to? And then based on a number of students from that school taking
Okay.
quizzes and how well they
But I
do.
could see the schools using
Oh,
this as
I can
well,
see the
like the
schools wanting
chart.
to promote it,
Yes.
promote
Yeah.
this, make sure our schools is looking
Yep.
good. It's a review for the school.
Yep.
I could see that.
So
It's an interesting idea.
it's interesting. Like honestly, this is one of those I don't know enough to say whether or not I think it's a good or great or decent idea. But I think there's definitely an audience for this. There is a marketplace for it.
How do you monetize it though? How do you make the money?
Um, well, if you get enough schools involved that this becomes like a, hey, where's your XYC rating?
Yeah.
We don't have one.
Oh,
Oh, then I'm not going to go there,
it's the
right?
Yelp model.
It's not really the Yelp model. No, because the Yelp model like they put your information in regardless of,
Either way.
right.
Yeah.
In this case, this is more like an independent review or study that's being done, right? And you can choose not to be there, but you have to create the parent demand then,
Yeah.
right? Like the parents have to trust that this is
Right.
legitimate information, and you're essentially forcing the schools, the private schools, into wanting to be there, that it gives them some credibility, that they have a chance of getting more students because their scores are good, whatever it is, which is not the Yelp model because you're not forcing.
No, it's not. But no, I'm not going to get into that.
I mean, you and I,
taking my soapbox.
you and I both dislike Yelp a
Yes,
lot,
very
right?
much so for
Yes.
various reasons.
Yes.
But all right, so okay, Glass. Interesting concept. There is a comment from Dangerous Counter 14 who says, "I see a major red flag here that I want to flag before you burn more cash. You are currently buying your users.
Yes.
That's with these points and cash and things
Yes.
like that. Yeah, you're buying your users, and
It's a reward system,
yeah,
right? But yes, you are buying users.
you gotta be careful with that.
But there's a lot of sites that buy
No,
users.
sure, of course, but I'm saying you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I
I've
said,
never been a fan.
I would not comment on whether this is a good, bad, or indifferent idea.
Yeah,
Um, I think it's a good concept.
I think if executed properly, it could be a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Executing properly, however, is the issue.
Correct. And yeah,
So
there's a lot to that.
okay, Glass, interesting concept. Curious if it works out. Leave us a comment. Let us know. All right, we are back on TikTok. We have a question from Collusionism who says, I am an illusionist who works parties and small events, and I'm having trouble finding new clients. What platforms should I be using in 2026 to find new work?
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Yes.
Um,
Next question. Okay.
Yeah, next question. It's very interesting because there's a big Polish festival here,
Mhm.
and there
Yes, every year. Huge. Mike Bound provides how many kegs of beer for that?
a lot.
Like 70, I
A
think.
lot.
I think he
That
said
like
70.
they wheel in beer by the pallet load.
Yeah.
Right. But it's very interesting. What is one of the big entertainers that's always there?
I forgot.
The jugglers.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
Right?
the jugglers. Yeah.
So that's actually where they get a lot of their lead generation from. Is they do the same big festival every year.
Mhm. Would you want my kids' party? That kind of thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Do you want to come to our school? Like, because there's principals there, there's teachers there, and the way they do it is that it's intertwined with educational as well as entertainment. So it's a brilliant way for them to get leads, is being at those festivals. They do it every year.
Yep.
Like I've been going there for at least 6 years.
Oh,
and
have you?
They've
I
been,
haven't been to one yet. I heard they're great.
oh, they're phenomenal.
I got it. It's always a timing issue for me.
Yeah, because it's always the same weekend.
Right. Yeah.
It's always what's the one
Before, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's when I'm away every
But
year.
yeah, like we always go, right? But it was fascinating because I had never really thought of them, and then I grabbed one of their brochures this time around and started like looking at it a little bit more, what they do. Found their Facebook profile and stuff like that. They're not doing a lot of like video content and stuff. Most of their stuff is they promote themselves by partaking in either stuff like this or doing something for nonprofits.
Okay.
And that is how they basically promote themselves for the most part. So like the problem with platforms like TikTok is you could end up going viral in Cambodia.
Right. Well, it doesn't do you much good
It
here.
doesn't do you any good locally,
Yeah.
right? Um, so yeah, should you be doing some social content? Yes, but I would focus honestly, I love Facebook for local marketing. I love Instagram for local marketing, especially on the paid ad side.
Yeah.
Like it generates a lot more business than people realize. Even paid TikTok can be worth it for certain industries. Um, but yeah, it's going to depend on what kind of budget you're working with too. Like organic is great, paid can be even better,
I
right?
do like the idea of offering your services at these festivals as well.
Yeah.
You get a lot of leads from that.
There's a lot of eyeballs
Yeah.
that, yeah. And I mean, realistically, they're there for 3 afternoons. I think their first show is they do like a 1, 3, and 5,
Mhm.
right? They might do more, but it's 3 days out of the year.
Yeah.
And that probably accounts for the vast majority of how they get their business.
So I'm curious, when he says he's an illusionist, what do you think that means?
I think like not magic, but like illusions, like the lady put in the box that
Mhm.
you then
Right.
open the box type thing and stuff like that, like card tricks and
Card tricks is what I was thinking more of, probably something like that.
yeah, I think
Sleight of hand.
illusions. I think he probably goes above and beyond that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So that's a pretty interesting idea.
maybe he has a giant box of water where he gets chained up and thrown in and like Houdini type stuff.
Right. So collusionism, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you have some of your stuff, as I'm sure you do, you have some of your stuff on YouTube or something like that, send us a link.
Yeah,
I want to check it out. I'm kind of
I
curious what you do.
I do
But
want to
that
check
if you don't, that's the first thing you got to do
Correct.
is get your stuff up on social media somewhere so people can see it.
And don't in that market space, your cost to advertise is going to be nominal.
Yeah, very minimal, very much minimal.
So
yeah, collusion. Send us a link to some of your stuff. We'd love to check it out. Otherwise, good luck to you. All right, so we are back over at Reddit. This is from Fit Quantity 2260, who says, "How to become a real business."
how to become a real business?
That's what it says. Not a fake business, but a real business.
Stop treating it like a hobby.
Let's see what he says. I have worked as a freelancer this year, and I am happy that I've made some money, especially since it's my first year. But now I want to stop selling codes, scrapers, or whatever, and I want to start selling outcomes, working with big agencies, positioning myself. I have the technical skills, but I lack business skills. What do you suggest, Gummy?
Go learn the business skills.
Go learn the business skills, right?
Like there's
Business is, I mean, it's obviously significantly more than this, but business is about relationships. Business is about getting yourself in front of people and solving their problems. We say this all the time. It's about solving someone's problem.
Yeah.
So what problem are you solving? Well, if you have technical skills, there's probably a lot of problems you can solve. Go solve a problem, right?
Yes.
Get in front of people. If you're already a freelancer, then you already have customers, which means you already have foots indoors or feet indoors. So go solve their problems. Go find out what other issues they're having and what problems you can solve with software.
And then if you want to become like a business, then you got to stop thinking like a freelancer and start thinking about how do I sell other people's time rather than how do I sell just my time.
Right. Business is all about thinking in the future, about expanding, about forecasting.
Correct. Nobody cares what you did this month.
Right.
Right. Like
exactly.
This month is already gone. What are you going to do next month?
Right. And what are you going to do for me in the future?
Yeah.
And as a business owner, you have to predict and be able to forecast what's going to happen in the future. And then your goal is to hit those numbers.
Yes.
Right. But it all starts with building relationships and solving problems.
Yep.
At the end of the day. I mean, it sounds simplistic, but that's really what it is.
Yeah. And then the growth is just a matter of putting the right people in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Right. Which is really the tricky part.
Yep.
Is knowing when to hire, who to hire, what skill sets you need. It's funny because I think it was Layla Hormozi. She talks about this a lot, right? Like
House's wife?
yeah,
Okay.
she is the genius of HR, I think. but she talks about this, that when you're starting your business, you are forced to become like a generalist, right? You have to know how the books work. You have to know a little bit of marketing. You have to know, and the first couple of people you hire are normally generalists as well, right? Because you often have them doing multiple things.
Mhm.
She's like, you know, your business is taking off when you're starting to look for experts. When you're hiring that one guy that can't help you with the website, but can he optimize that AdWords campaign?
Yeah.
Absolutely yes,
Right.
right? Could he do anything on the website or anything design related or anything social media? No, right? But he is really, really, really good at paid ads,
Right.
right? That's when you know you're hitting that next level, is when you have someone that is an expert at a single thing. Once you get expert at single things, there is an exponential growth that happens
Yeah.
because someone is no longer dabbling in it. Rather, they know they're laser focused on it, right? So I think that's kind of like a general business advice too, is like when you are hiring, understand that at certain stages, you're hiring generalist,
Yeah.
but there's going to come a point in time where the guy that is
Yeah. They need to be really good at one
correct,
particular thing.
and that's all they do
Yeah.
all day, right? And that can vary based on what
And that
business
should
you're in.
not be you
No.
as the business owner.
Yeah,
That can't be you.
so I would say I don't know a lot of business owners that are also experts in, not the way like I think of an expert, right?
Mhm.
Like, and I don't care whether that's Bill Gates or Elon Musk or any of these guys. I think they are experts at recognizing talent.
Yeah. Oh, good
Like
point.
that is kind of, and that is their job.
That's a
And
very good.
as your business develops, that is a skill you have to hone in. That
Yeah.
is a skill you really have to fine tune, is recognizing talent. Because a lot of times, if you're starting out, you may not be able to afford the expert that has 10 years of expertise, but you might be able to afford the guy that has 1 year but shows a lot of potential, right? Like
Yeah.
that in 3 years or 2 years, he is that expert that you couldn't afford a year ago,
Right.
right? And then give them time to hone in their skill set. Allow them to do all the trainings that they need, to do all the research, and give them time to do all those things.
Yeah.
Like
No, that makes
it's,
sense.
yeah.
So yeah, fit quantity. I hope that helps. We have to, when we're running our businesses again, the relationships are important.
Mhm.
Knowing what problems we're solving are important. You're a technical
So,
guy. Yeah.
so it was interestingly enough, I was listening to the Wall Street Journal tech news briefing on my way down here, which I always listen to, right?
Yep.
It's kind of like one of my daily listens.
Mhm.
They were talking about how um, there are now, I don't want to call them kids, teens that are literally getting venture capital funding. The
Okay.
youngest guy ever accepted into the Y Combinator just happened. He's 16 years old, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
16. Jeez.
Yes. But there are so many things. There's a lot of teens that are making inroads in this, right? But what it comes down to for the VCs is, like one of the VCs said, okay, I'm dealing with a 17-year-old. Do I need to talk to the parents to see whether or not he can emotionally handle what
Right.
comes with being in a business? Right? Because there's a lot of other stuff that comes with it, right? It's
Right.
not just doing the work. It's the emotional strain, it's the ups and downs, it's the, like, you can easily be an entrepreneur today and then you're in mad depression for the next 10 days
Right.
because, like, if you can't regulate the emotions,
Yep.
there can be extreme highs and extreme lows in being both an entrepreneur and a business owner. So, like, make sure you fill all those gaps, that you're prepared for all the stuff that comes with it, not just because people have a tendency of looking at it and going, oh wow, look at how successful that guy is.
Yeah.
Well, he ate canned tuna for
Yeah.
6
Right. How
months.
did he get there?
Like, are you
People always forget that part.
are you okay eating canned
Yeah.
tuna for 6 months as your only food?
Right.
Right? If not, then don't look at that guy,
Yeah.
right? Like, are you okay being on the verge of bankruptcy and 2 months late on your mortgage? Right? Like,
Yeah. No, I get it. People don't
Yeah.
realize the pains that a lot of business owners had to go through to get to where they are.
So the reason I like kids starting early, starting businesses, and doing things is because you have eliminated a bunch of the discomforts that can come with starting a business, right?
Mm.
You're still eating at home. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about having a roof over your head. You
Right.
don't have to worry about paying a mortgage, right? So there are so many things they learn in setting up a business, and they can do it without a lot of the risks.
Yeah.
Like you are comfortable. So, by the way, my daughter's lemonade stand has now turned into a baking club, and
Very nice.
they are putting together their first order sheets. So
Great. I love it.
she listened to me finally when I was like, if you make the lemonade, you're out the cost of the lemonade. Like whether someone buys it from you or not, you
Yeah.
still have to front the money. And she's like, well, where do we get the money from? And I'm like, well, you're going to have to borrow it from me and I will collect.
20% interest.
Oh yeah. At a minimum. They just lowered the rates. No, 24. I think I
Okay.
can do 24.
Okay, good.
But so they started the baking club and they had their first meeting, and it was very much like an organizational meeting. And now keep in mind, they're doing this for fundraising for a nonprofit, right?
Yeah.
Like they want to raise funds, which I can get behind. But after she started talking to me, she's like, wait a minute. So I can put together order sheets and people can order it. And then I already have an order before I go out and buy the ingredients. And I'm like, yes, yes,
Exactly.
right. But she is learning so much from going through this of figuring out what can I do to raise money?
Right.
It's been fascinating watching her evolve over the last
That must be
year.
so rewarding to see, man. That's
It
awesome.
is.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's great.
All right. Well, with that said, our time is up today, my friend.
I know.
It's been an hour.
It's an hour, 1 minute and 49 seconds.
We're over. Oh, man. What are we going to do?
I know.
So for everyone watching live on TikTok, we thank you so much for being here with us today. What?
Bobby just said something else.
Oh, what did Bobby say?
That's actually how I ran my online e-commerce business for the last 20 years.
Oh, cool.
Now I would like to change the model.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, Bobby, we'll be back here
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Next Tuesday,
Yeah,
right?
next Tuesday. Yep.
Do you want to do New Year's or
No, let's do Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'll be here.
Tuesday?
I'm not sure if I'm going to be here New Year's Eve.
Okay.
So, yeah, next Tuesday, 11:30-ish.
11:30-ish.
7:30-ish. We'll be back.
Here for an hour.
Bobby, Collusionism, Ryan, all you guys, thank you so much for chipping in today. We really do appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Mother, if you have some questions,
I think she popped out.
We'll wait them. She left. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not Wednesdays for usual.
Bobby, you have a Merry Christmas as well.
Yeah. And everybody out there, happy holidays.
Yep.
And we will see you next week. All right, buddy.